7:35 on this cloudy day, and we've got Sue Larson here from Tracy Area Boat and Motor. Welcome. Good to have you.
It's nice to be here.
Good to have you. Well, Jerry?
Sue Larson, Tracy Area Boat and Motor out on Highway 5 South, and you've been on with Mountain Talk. We were talking about it for about 4 or 5 years now. So how are things going out there?
It's that time of the year where things have slowed down just a little bit. Summer is over, and I always hate that. That's my favorite time of the year is summer. I like being busy. I like making people happy out on their boats, and that's a good thing. But now you start thinking, all right, I'm not going to use my boat again until next year. The kids are back in school. They're in sports, so I'm not going to think about it. You need to give us a call and let us winterize that boat, so it's not going to give you any problems next spring.
Is now the time? Or, we talked about, we saw the report last night on Channel 3 where the Corps is keeping the parks open until October 31.
Which is really good.
That's going to help you.
Which is really good. It's going to help a lot of people, too, that didn't get a chance to go camping because the parks, or they wanted to, and there just wasn't a place for them. And now there is, so they get to extend their season just a little bit, which is a good thing. But when I'm talking about the winterizing of the boats, it's the ones that generally it's a lot of local people, or they're
Really?
out of the area, and to get that done, and then you don't have to worry about it. But then there's also good fishing coming up. So if you use your boat all winter long, that's a great thing, but it's still a good idea to get it serviced.
Now let's talk about the services that you provide out there.
We sell boats and motors, of course, and then we also have 2 certified mechanics, and we'll take care of servicing your engine. We pretty much do servicing on outboards, a lot of outboards and inboard outboards, but it's like Johnson, Evinrude, Honda, and Mercury, and we do some servicing on Yamaha also. Even though we're not a Yamaha dealer, we do have a certified Yamaha mechanic, which is nice. So we can pretty much take care of your engine, and if you have questions on that too, we can help you out. Well, like what do I need to do, Sue? Say, what do I need to do to make sure my engine's going to run good because I'm going to fish all winter, and we'll help you out with that.
How has outboard motors improved over the last 40 years? I can remember the good old days of carburetors, and do they still are they?
They're still out there.
Carburetors?
They're still out there.
Are they
They're they'll still, still running, still run good. A lot of the differences you see out there is you start an engine, and people start their engines in the spring. You're not getting all that smoke and everything else out of them. They burn cleaner. They have not only less emissions, but use a lot less fuel.
Really?
And definitely are quieter. So you can go running down the lake and you can talk to the guy sitting next to you without having to yell. That's a good thing.
So you
Go ahead.
sneak up on the fish with a quiet motor.
Oh, I always like sneaking up on the fish. That's a good thing.
But when I first came down here, I saw all these 100-mile-an-hour bass boats, and I said, "Are those bass particularly fast little fish? 100-mile-an-hour boats."
Yeah, that's really cool, but I never did catch a fish at 75 miles an hour.
Exactly.
But you got there quicker, which is a good thing. And that's a good point, though. There's a lot of bass tournaments and stuff in the area, and they do the winter bassathon, and that'll be coming up. So we should have some good fishing reports here before too long.
Well, what about skiing? I know that you and Dan talked about skiing before we went on the air.
As in, do I ski anymore? No, I've
What about you,
retired
Dan? You
mine.
ski?
I used to ski a lot, but that was 10 years ago and 50 pounds lighter. I don't know if that boat will pull me up anymore.
It'll pull you up. It's just how long do you want to stay up?
And how
It gets
hard
a
do I
little
hit when I
tiring
go down?
after a while.
Well, y'all were saying something about 75 miles an hour. Surely that'd get you on the
Actually, we used to be the first ones to ski. Every year we would ski on April Fool's Day. And with a little shorty wetsuit. And the last time I did it, the water was like 56 degrees. You dropped over the side and you couldn't breathe.
We used to do that with our kids as they were growing up. Years ago, we used to own Tracy Marina, so but always in, like, you get a beautiful 75-degree day in February. Oh, let's go skiing. You put on the wetsuit, the kids would go to get in the water, and they say, hit the throttle and don't let off. And then you always had a pickup boat with the towels to
Yeah.
to
And
warm
you could
them
be
up.
skiing along pretty good at 30 miles, pretty warm up in that bright sunlight, and thinking, how am I going to get off this ski without dropping back down in that water?
But it has to be done. But those are all fun times, and you still see a lot of people still ski, which is good. They've more catered to
Yeah.
pulling their kids on tubes, which is a lot of fun. The kids love it, and you got to have a little horsepower to be able to do that too. And in the pontoon boats and stuff these days, which are extremely popular on the lake, the horsepower that you can get on these things, 300
Really?
horsepower, that'll pull a couple kids on a tube.
Really?
And we can help you out with that too.
Let's talk about the different types of boats now. You've got pontoons. What?
Pontoons and fishing boats, we sell low, which low is low boats is full line from your aluminum fishing boats, your deep V's, your flat bottoms, and then on up to your pontoons, which they make up to a 27-foot pontoon. Luxury pontoons per se. A lot of fishing pontoons, of which I have some new ones in stock right now, and I have some pre-owned ones. And Dan, when we were talking about, thank you to the veterans and that, Lowe offers a military discount
Great.
on if you purchase a new boat. So you have to touch base with me on that.
You
but
sell
they do
deck
offer
boats?
that. Yes, sir. Playcraft makes deck
He's
boats.
thinking. He's thinking.
Lowe makes an aluminum deck boat. I know we were talking
I've got
about
a
that.
pontoon boat, and I got an old ski boat, and I kind of like to sell them both and get a deck boat that'll do both jobs. So.
That we can make that happen, even with some fishing seats on the front, maybe. We
Well,
can get you fiberglass
Mostly
too.
we scuba dive off of the pontoon boat, and then we go play off the jet boat if we go out. But
Sometimes it's
deck
nice
boat would
to
do
have
both,
one.
wouldn't it?
Yes, sir. It sure would. And we are a Playcraft dealer too, and they are fiberglass
Be
deck boats.
one boat and one insurance and one trailer. That would be nice.
There you go.
Do I get the commission
and-
check
and
for making
one-
this sale?
We can make you a satellite dealer right here. Oh, shoot. But it's fun. I enjoy what we do, and we enjoy having people come out. We've got a website, which is tracyareaboats.com. So you can go on that. You can see our new inventory. You can see used inventory. You can send me an email. You can request service. That's all great. The best thing to do is come out and visit with us.
What is that website?
TracyAreaBoats, BOATS.com.
Okay, I left off the S. I'm trying to get it in here now so I can see it.
And while they're writing that down, if somebody did need their boat worked on, what's the turnaround time? If they called you today and wanted it winterized.
And wanted it winterized. Right now, we can get you in generally within 2 to 3 days. And,
Oh,
and
that's
a lot
not
of times
bad.
we'll have you bring your boat out, drop it with us, and then we'll call you when it's finished. As it gets closer towards winter, we get a little bit more backlogged on that.
What's
So
the
if you're
phone
thinking
number
about
to
doing
get you
that,
if I wanted to make arrangements to get my boat serviced?
870-491-5757.
5757.
5757.
I love how the guests get all the vital information. Save me.
But
Hey, we're dealing here.
That's right.
yeah, I can work you. Now that's my project this afternoon. Now is to work you up a price on a deck boat.
She comes in here and makes a sale.
That would be a
Right.
good thing.
I'm taking notes, man.
I always enjoy when Sue comes in to cut the ads. She's always got a smile on her face because she enjoys what she's doing.
Uh-huh.
Well, I love people. I really enjoy people, and that's part of it. And making them happy, it's something just really cool about seeing someone in their new boat and the first time they take it out and they really enjoy it. So
I notice your
enjoy it.
Evinrude logo.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your choice of engine?
Actually, we do Evinrude, and we are full line Evinrude. We're full line Honda, and then we're packaged with Mercury, meaning you buy a low boat, it's got a Mercury motor on it. But if you don't want the Mercury, we can do the Evinrude or the Honda. Honda and Mercury are 4-stroke motors, fuel injected 4-stroke motors, except for the small ones. Evinrude E-Tech engines are 2-stroke engines. But it's not the old 2-stroke carbureted. No, these are fuel injected engines.
Do you still have to mix the oil with the fuel?
No, sir.
Really?
They are oil injected and they are fuel injected,
Wow.
and they actually have less emissions than a 4-stroke. So you're
Really?
getting the same fuel economy, you're getting quietness, but in a 2-stroke engine, which ultimately will give you a little bit more top end because it's still a two-stroke. All kinds of different things to think about. And the Evinrude right now is offering some specials, too. They're offering 6 years' worth of warranty if you purchase an engine. And if you're thinking about repowering, we take trade-ins, too. So
He's thinking
we can help you out with that. If you're thinking, I don't know if I got the money right now to do that, we can help you out with the financing. So come out.
Get out the credit card, Dan.
Well, he's already got the trade-in boats, you know. I mean, there you go. There you go. That'll work.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We're visiting with Sue Larson, Tracy Area Boat and Motor. Be right back. 7:49 on this cloudy Tuesday morning. Can you believe that September is almost past? Hey, I was out at Walmart the other day. They got Christmas stuff.
Oh, no.
I was out there on the 24th of September. We did through Lawn and Garden. There's a row of Christmas trees lit up.
Well, see, now's the time of the year you should be out there looking for closeouts and discounts on summer stuff so that the person can still use them, our weather's still going to be nice, and you'll be ready for next year. I've got closeouts on some new pontoons. We've got some discounts on some pre-owned ones, so good
Sounds
time
good.
of the year to look for that.
Well, I finally got the server to load Tracy Area Boat and Motor, and my goodness, what a website. It's got, so, you know, I'd like to have one of each here. You know, Dan, let me borrow your credit card, will you? Wow. Oh, Interstate batteries.
Yes.
You sell Interstate batteries?
We sell Interstate and we sell ProGuard batteries, yes. We keep them in stock.
So what's your, with the flooding, how did that, I mean...
With the high water that came in the summer instead of in the winter or spring when it's supposed to, and we've been here for 32 years, and I don't remember. It may have happened, but I don't remember the water actually coming up in the summer. It always came up in the winter or the spring, and it should be going down in the summer. The detriment to it was a lot of the boat ramps. Of course, you know, touched on the campgrounds and stuff, too, that limited space for those that like to go camping. But to launch your boat, you were pretty limited on both the lakes as to where you could launch it at. All the marinas, though, were so helpful. They put extra walkways out, so you could get to, if you had your boat in the marina, you could get to your boat. That wasn't a problem. I know down at Tracy, they were, those guys were working fools for a while. Bless their hearts, they worked so hard, and putting all the extra walkways and making sure they were all stable, so you could go down one and then turn whatever direction that your boat was in.
Let's talk about your location. Here on the website, it says 6198 Highway 5 South in Mountain Home. Exactly, if somebody was new to the area and didn't know exactly where you were.
4 miles south of Mountain Home. We're right on Highway 5, and we're right at the corner where you turn to go to Tracy Marina, and right across from Benny's Country Store, which is a little gas station right across the highway from us. So we're very easy to find.
Very good.
I got to touch on one thing, though, boy. If you go to put it on your nav system, put it on Google or whatever, it's going to take you into Mountain Home for some reason or another, and we can't get that changed. Many times people will call me and say, we're in front of the dollar store. Where are you at? So, but it's
Really?
if you ever try to map something out, now on our website, it'll pinpoint our location.
Okay.
On
So
that.
where do I find that on the website?
Where you go to directions,
And
and there's also on our it'll give our hours, and you can, if you want to just schedule your boat in for service, and
You do that
it's
on the
late
web?
at night, you can do it. You can do a service right there, and I'll pick it up the next morning and give you a call and get you scheduled in.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. So very easy website to use. Got the map. You can locate Tracy Area Boat and Motor. Phone number 491-5757. Dan, you're still thinking over there.
And we are open on Saturdays too, Monday through Friday, and half a day on Saturday. And you're a busy guy, Dan. I know you are. If you're running late, you give me a call, 491-5757, and I'll wait for you.
All right.
We'll take a look at that boat and see what we can do for you.
He said, look.
You know what's great about this area though? You can boat all year round.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You know, the lakes don't freeze. Some of the best fishing is in the wintertime. So it's a great area. If you love the water, this is one of the best areas to live.
And we came up here from Dallas in '99, one of the first deals that I did was is during fall is take our pontoon boat out and just drive around bull shows. Oh my gosh.
It's beautiful.
That's what sold me, all the different colors and the
And
pretty
that's
lake.
coming up. Yeah, hopefully we'll have
I
good
hope
colors.
it's a pretty
Yeah.
fall.
I think
bet
it will
I
be.
think it will be.
It's a wonderful
You know,
time to
I've been
be
out there on
the
that
water.
lake and had divers with me and down near where Tracy is, going along and have a deer and her fawn swimming across the lake. I've sat there and watched a bald eagle fly over my head. It's quite a place.
Do you remember the year that the squirrels were coming out of the timber and jumping in the water and swimming across the lake? It's
Really?
been several years ago. And it was, I can't remember, it was real dry, I think, that summer.
Huh.
But it was like, they said they were like trying to migrate from one area to the other where the food was.
Was
There
that the
was
2013
times-
one was the hot?
Oh, no, this has been
Long time ago?
several years ago.
Huh.
Yeah, probably in the 90s. And I remember Wayne and I out fishing, and he took
And
a
you caught
dip.
a squirrel.
Poor some little squirrel. No! He picked it up with the dip net, and we took the trolling motor and went over to shore and put that poor little squirrel on shore. He was exhausted. What did he do? Jumped in the water and swam back across the lake. But that was one of the strangest things, I think, that I've seen.
We're down to a minute, 30 seconds. Final thoughts. First, Tracy, Area Boat and Motor, Highway 5 South, 491-5757. What do I need to add?
We are open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturdays from 8 to 12. Like I say, if you're running late, give me a call. We'd be happy to wait for you.
Sounds good.
But we're real easy to find, and we'd be happy to visit with you.
Sounds good. I got your customer. Dan?
Dan's been a customer for years.
Yeah, if you're a veteran or a family of a veteran, come out to Hickory Park on Saturday morning about 11:30. We'll be there till 1:30. Come out at lunchtime and have a brat with us.
All veterans and their families are invited to attend.
Absolutely.
And that's a great thank you to the veterans. That's a good thing.
And you're anticipating up to 300 people?
Yeah, we usually somewhere between 200 and 300, depending on the weather. I think it'll be a little more this year because we have people coming from such distances. We have guests from down Little Rock that are going to be here
Yeah.
that might be interesting to come and see. Should be a good turnout.
Sounds good. Jerry?
Hey, man, I was going to let Dan wrap it up with the veteran deal. God bless our veterans, and thank you all for all you do.
And take a look at the website, tracyareaboats.com. Tracy Area Boat and Motors located Highway 5 South, 491-5757. Give them a call today. I have a feeling Dan's heading that way here in just a minute. That wraps it up. We'll be back tomorrow. Hope you have a great day. So long, everybody.